connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the show this evening. We have a really awesome guest tonight. But before I bring him on, I just want to let people know, or people who are SOCAN members, to vote for me, because I'm running for the SOCAN Board 2021 election. And I'm hoping to get on the board because I really have a passion for working for artists and the musicians, and I have lots of experience working in the music industry. I'm a Recording Academy voting member. That's the June Grammy Awards. I even went there to jury a category, so I got to see how they did the judging and at the biggest award show in the world, the Grammy Awards. It was really a great experience. I'm also a factor juror and IMA juror. I'm an advisory committee member for Indigenous music. I'm the Manitoba Network liaison, Indigenous liaison. I'm the host for the show, Indigenous Superstars. I've got 16 music nominations. I won 16 international music awards. I have experience in touring, recording, singing, songwriting, grant writing, and composing. So if you're a SOCAN member, please vote. Please go and vote for me. I'm going to shamelessly ask for your vote. The deadline to vote for the SOCAN Awards are on Friday. That's April 30th. So hopefully, I'm hoping that I get on the board to continue working for the music industry. So the other announcement I have is I just recently announced it a couple of weeks ago that I am hosting an Indigenous Superstars Music Award. So I'm just going to play the video.
Connecting Indigenous musicians and...
Oh, I played the wrong video. Sorry.
It's an evening of celebration as the inaugural Indigenous Superstars Music Awards 2021 features 26 categories and the chance to take home Top Honor of the Year. This awards ceremony will increase awareness of a songwriter's craft and gain recognition online and through promotion. The show will be streamed live on Indigenous Superstars and Frog Radio, with an announcement coming soon on the date of our awards celebration. To register your songs or single, they must have been released and distributed on Spotify between January 1st, 2019 and July 31st, 2021 at midnight. Entries for submissions are already underway. For all the details and to see the list of 26 categories, plus hear artist song entries, please visit our website at indigenousuperstars.com. It's an evening of celebration.
Sorry. So I'm really excited that's going to happen. I'm already starting to get sponsors coming in, and I just completed the sponsorship package that I'm going to be sending out to companies to support the awards. I'm working on the award right now, and I'm really excited to show the prototype of what the award is going to look like. So that's probably going to be by, I'd say, maybe end of April, or not end of April. That's Friday. I'm lying. Probably in a couple weeks. It's going to take me a couple weeks to complete that. So I'm really excited about releasing how the award is going to look like. And I'm already getting musicians are already submitting to the award show, so I'm really excited about that as well. It's $25 per song, and you don't have to have an album. You just have to have a single or release that you've recorded professionally. And I'm really excited to showcase the musician. Hey, Jerry McIver's tuning in. Dancing, how are you doing? Howdy. Nice to see you, Jerry. Maybe I'll have to get you on the show soon. So I just without further ado, I'm going to introduce my next guest. He's a very good friend of mine. He's an Indigenous singer-songwriter from a Pasquia Cree Nation, my community, uh, renowned for round dance and the 2018 Best Hand Drum Album nominee at the Indigenous Music Awards. Music has allowed him to connect to the land, language, and ceremony. Through his music and songmaking, it connects him with various music artists and singers, other singers like himself. Thank you. I just want to comment, make a comment there. Somebody said, "Love your earrings." Sorry, I can't see your name on the screen on where I'm at, but my sister gave these to me. My sister Janet, and they're missing and murdered Indigenous women earrings. Thank you so much. And somebody says, Facebook user says, "Yay, Darryl." So I'm gonna bring Darryl on. Yay, Darryl. How's it going?
Yes, things are great. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you so much for inviting me to be on here. It's such an honor, and I make sure I tune in every now and then. And sometimes I get such chills. The kind of guests that you get on your show, it's so awesome. I'm so very proud to see community member of mine to be able to do the things that you're doing, and it's such an inspiration, and you motivate me to do the same thing. You inspire me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that, Darryl. You inspire me as well. Janet, my sister, said hi, Darryl. But yeah, I'm really glad that I got to get you on the show too, and I know you have some really exciting things to share with us this evening. Uh,
Mhm.
Luba Williams says, "Good evening, everyone." Excuse me. I forgot to tell you that during the show, like the audience member tuning in will comment on the screen, and I'll bring them up onto our screen here. And sometimes I'll ask questions. So if they have any questions, I'll forward it on to you. So, like I said, I'm really glad that you're on. I know we've collaborated a few times,
Yeah.
and with my style of music and your hand drum. So I really and we even recorded some songs together. That was pretty a lot of fun. Some Facebook user says Tansy boy.
That's it. Yeah,
So where are you tuning in from tonight, Darryl?
I am in Selkirk, Manitoba. I mostly do all my business and important stuff in Winnipeg. I like uh, I like this little town. It's nice and quiet. It allows me to focus a lot more on important things such as my music, which is what I've been doing since January. It's been keeping me busy. During the week, I do on and off things on Zoom. Attending workshops pertaining to music, and it allows me to spend a lot of time with my family too. I just have them just right here, and it's perfect balance, and I couldn't ask for more. Because it's just really great to do the things that I love, and have my family here at the same time. I
Perfect.
love it.
Perfect. Oh, Luba commented. She said, "I am in Scarborough, east of Toronto." That's
Wow.
awesome. Hope you're staying safe over there, Luba. Understand you guys are on lockdown, but we're on lockdown too here in OCN, trying to get our numbers down and get it under control. So I have a couple of questions that I want to ask you before you sing your first song. So how did you get into music? Like what inspired you, or what made you want to become a singer, and particularly the round dance singer? How did you get into that?
Mm. I love that question. I get asked that question quite a bit, especially from aspiring singers. I really love sharing my life stories and my experiences and telling people. It's such a common question that people ask, and I get really attached to the stories that I share, and the way that I started off with music came from ceremonial life. So in a way, I always had music in my life. Growing up with the traditional traditional ways and the teachings, and living off of the land. My family went trapping. My family led ceremonies and conducted sweat lodges, and it was always around me. I always thought that everyone lived this way, and I to my knowledge, I thought that the whole world was like that. And I grew up eventually and found out that not so many people are so fortunate to have that in their life. So I always try and incorporate my life experiences when I share to other people. And that music is an important part in my life because it kind of connects everything. Uh, my passion is for singing, and it doesn't matter what kind of singing that I do. I just love to sing. And I started off with ceremony songs. I started singing ceremony with my family. I started singing other people's songs at other people's lodges. I started to uh, like that that sound of the drum, and that how the energy of the drum would draw the community together, whether it be a round dance or a powwow or even ceremony. There was always the drum. Mistigwaski, Nimosum. It's Nimosum means grandfather, and in indigenous culture, grandfather means spirit. So when we honor this drum in the ways that we are taught, it really creates a bond, and that energy that you feel, it really stays with you. And when I first started singing round dance, I just remember that feeling that I got. It came from my chest, and it made me really excited, and I just absolutely loved the sound of so many singers singing in sync and drumming together. It sounded like a heartbeat, and that spiritual energy that just overtakes you. It took me, and I never left. I still remember that first day, and it's still with me now. When I sing, it doesn't matter where I am. Doesn't matter where I am in the world, what I'm doing, singing, I'm completely at peace. I just love it. So
That's awesome.
that's how I started.
Well, I want you to be completely at peace and you could sing your first song.
this this first song that I am going to share, it's on my first album, but it's also a song that came to me in my travels. It's called "Bless Us with Life," and it's also being in the works of collaborating with some hip hop artists. So that song got remixed, but this is the original version. So here we go.
Hey, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I just want to say hi to Kim Stafford, who we met and she said was so glad to meet you both in Bulbancha last year at the IMS. Yes, it was so exciting to be there. It was a beautiful country, and thank you for sharing the correct territorial land that you come from. All other people know it as New Orleans, but we were corrected on the correct territory land that where we were on, and that's the land of the Balbancha. So thank you for tuning in, Kim. And Luba says the whole world should be that way when you were talking about ceremony. And Kim saying yay, and Luba said beautiful. So thank you so much for tuning in. That was an awesome song, Darryl. Thank you for sharing that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs to sing. It basically talks about how much you are blessed to hear the drum and the singing, and that it's medicine for us. And so that's just basically how we are taught to pray when we're at these types of gatherings. And it just really resonates with me that so much that I was able to find some collaborators to remix that song.
Nice. Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing about it. Which brings me to my next question. Can you tell us about your latest project that you're currently working on?
Yes, it is my absolute pleasure to be able to tell everyone out there. I'm just getting goosebumps. Oh, I'm just like I'm really excited for this new project that I'm on. I am recording with various hip hop artists and R&B singers to produce a brand new album, a new way of singing round dance and collaborating with artists. That it's my intention to be able to uh, open some new doors and express our love for music, especially pertaining to round dance in a new way. So there's some pioneers right now that are doing some pretty great things. Just to name a few: DJ Shub and Boogie the Beat. It's kind of more along those lines, but with this music, it incorporates the whole round dance song. And I feel really great to say this. My album is called Pray For Me, and I will be releasing it on May 28th. So be sure to tune in. I'll be streaming live on social media, and I will have some special guests that I collaborated with on that album. Uh, just to name a few, I collaborated on one song called Life with Fresh IE, Helen Back, Lisa Maswagan, and Wilfred Buck. I'm pretty
Nice.
excited about that. That's awesome,
Right on. Yeah, I could tell you're so excited. Congratulations. I can't wait to hear
Yes.
what you created. It sounds really really exciting, and you sound really excited about it too.
No. I can't wait.
And I wanted to ask you about round dance. Can you tell the people tuning in? Can you explain to them what round dance is?
Round dance. Round dance is a, a social gathering, a gathering that can be used in various ways, whether it be through celebration or memory. Uh, People have used it for birthdays and celebrations with graduations, and it doesn't even have to be that too. It can just be a community gathering where you want to get uh, your uh, your community members together to be able to celebrate in a good way and to teach each other that we can come together and be uh, a, a part of each other, and be one people, and share that same energy and promote that positivity amongst each other, to be able to show each other that we're all equal, that we can be in the same circle and promote that happiness, that joy, that positivity. You know, it's a chance for us to meet new people and to show the people that we do know that we care about each other. You know,
That's
and
awesome.
that's
One of
just
the viewers says it's fantastic to hear and see two extremely talented people repping OCN. Yay!
yeah. You know, I'm so amazed. I'm so amazed that, you know, coming from OCN, that there's so many talented artists and in that small little community doing such
Yeah, there's a
amazing things.
talent pool here for sure. For sure, yeah. And they also said I like the design on the drum sitting behind you. It drew my eye right away.
Mm, yes, I love it. Thank you.
So yeah, OCN is very where there is a talent pool here, not only in music, but you know, there's doctors and lots of lawyers and I don't know, I think it's the water that comes from here from the area.
I had lots of the water. Yeah, I did.
But that's when I created this award show, there's an OCN category on there. And that's the reason why, because there's so much talent that come from my community, and that's my way of honoring the musicians that are coming out of the reserve here on my homelands of Opaskwayak, of our homelands, Darryl. So it's really exciting and so with that, can we hear a second song from you?
Yes, this is another song that's on the album, a variation of it, and it's another remix that is more along the lines of hip hop, and this song is called "That Thing You Do." Never know whatever happened to me. Oh, my, that thing you do, making me fall in love with you. It's that thing you always do. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Awesome. Hey, that was awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear your next creation, your next artwork that you've done. I'm so excited for you. And Michelle from Missouri says, thank you so much. I needed to hear the drum. And she gave 3 hearts. So thanks for tuning in, Michelle. She's a very good friend of mine. Every time we get together, we have so much laughs, and it's always fun to hang out with her. I forgot to mention, too, that your show number 74. So I'm really excited. I'm getting inching closer to that 100 mark. Yay! Woo. So I wanted to ask you one more question. So where does the melodies and the words come from when you're composing your music?
Ooh, that's another great question that I like hearing. Most of the inspiration that comes from the straight parts of the singing where there isn't words, it comes from just little tunes that just pop right in my head. I don't know whether it's from listening to other people's music, or if I heard something before and then it just changes in my head. It just plays over and over again, and eventually it starts to sound like something. And I think, in my opinion, that inspiration comes from the type of life that you have. Whether it be you go attend a lot of ceremonies and you hear this type of singing, and whether it be you go and see live shows, or if you hear other musical artists from different genres. I think it's a variation of those things. It's just like how you can tell which singer comes from which area in Canada or United States. You can tell what kind of singer that is, or you can even recognize their voice. Oh, that's that person over there. I know that person. He sounds like it. I think he's from there. And usually you're right, you know? So
Cool.
I find that inspiration from other music, but also the kind of things that I do in my life. I find that it's really easy to compose the words just by thought and by memory. Um, some of the things that inspire me, I tend to write it down, and sometimes it sounds like a song, especially when I'm like visiting people, and then I go and joke around with them, and they say certain things. Hey, that sounds really good, even though that it might be a joke sometimes, but
Yeah.
it comes into fruition through your artistic side of your mind, and you want to remember it, and even though that you can't remember it, sometimes you'll remember it way later, and you're like, oh yeah, and then boom, it's just a miracle, how songs come
That's
to be like
cool.
that.
That's
And
so cool.
yeah,
You know what I think? You know what I think it is? That we're vessels that Creator uses us to bring our stories out.
yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. That's something that I really truly believe, and it's something that's really close to my heart, to be able to make songs and to share them with the world in that sense. And it reminds me of a friend of mine. He's also a singer songmaker, and when he makes songs and you hear them, you know exactly what's going on in his life. And he makes a lot of heartbreakers. Like, I wonder who he was seeing that time.
Well, now we know about his life, eh?
Yeah.
So where can the audience tuning in, where can they find your music?
Right now, I got music on most of the streaming platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's also on Google Play. I'm working on getting things on YouTube at the moment, but those are the main ones, anyways. You can also find them on Facebook, and I believe they might be on TikTok also.
Oh, cool! That's awesome. So, do you have any parting words before we end the show?
Oh, parting words. Yes. I just want to say that I am absolutely honored to be able to come on this show and that you listen to my noise for a little while. But I just want to send a positive message out there to everybody to, stay safe and to check on your loved ones, especially during these trying times. It doesn't take a lot of effort to check on your neighbor or your friends. Just call them just to see how they're doing. You never know that they could be having a hard time, and sometimes most people won't say anything, but it's so uplifting just to know that somebody cares enough just to call you and say hello and how are you doing. It's such an extreme a lot of help, just to say hello. I care about you. You're my friend. Or you're my family. You're my cousin. You're my dad. You're my mom. Just call. Just see how they're doing. I make sure to try and call it my mother all the time just to see how she's doing, even though I know she's okay. I call some of my friends. I know they're okay too, but I just want to let them know that I care about them. So make sure you do that. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. You can't take care of other people if you don't take care of yourself too. Don't forget about yourselves.
That's right. Thank you for that awesome message. I just want to update you with some of the comments. Marilyn McCocus says, "Hello from Saddle Lake, Alberta. We have a Darryl Buck too in our family, and he's our nephew."
Wow.
And B.I. Montian said, "I like your noise," and she wants to hear more. Michelle from Missouri says, "Beautiful message." And Facebook user says, "Thank you, Darryl." Mary Azure says, "Thank you, Darryl, for sharing your beautiful voice with the people." Thank you for tuning in, Mary. So I just want the people that are tuning in, can you go, I want to do a call to action. I'll go to the Indigenous Superstar Spotify playlist, Volume 2. Go like it and go check out the artists that I've interviewed in 2021. So with that, my next guest on Thursday is the amazing legend, Jonathan Wendy Boy. He's a grass dancer, singer, senator, politician, and I'm really excited to interview him. We had to reschedule because of his work, so I'm looking forward to interviewing him. And I want to thank you again, Darryl, for coming on. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show and share your stories and your beautiful music. I'm looking forward to your new work that is coming out soon. It's exciting. So with that, I want to tell everyone, stay safe. Hand sanitize, wear your mask, and social distance, because we hopefully will get through this third wave that we're going through right now. Like I said.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar. Only on Indigenous Superstar.